What's up guys, welcome back to another video here at Achieve Academy, and today we'll be going through cylinders. Please like and subscribe and stick around to the end, because I promise you, it is this easy. Our learning outcomes for today is to understand the equations for surface area and the volume of a cylinder, and also to solve exam questions on cylinders. So, what is the cylinder? A cylinder is 3D shaped, with a circular cross-section and a curved surface. It has no straight lines. To find the volume or surface area of a cylinder, calculate the same way as you would with a prism, using an equation for surface area and an equation for volume. In this lesson, we will focus on solving cylinder exam questions and understand how the equations work. With cylinders, we must use separate formulas to work out the surface area and the volume, but they follow the same rules as prisms, such as the ones we looked at in our last video, and I'll leave a link at the top of the screen here. For the volume of a cylinder, we use the equation V equals pi r squared times height. As the volume of a prism is the area of the cross section times the length or height, the area of a circle is pi r squared, and then we times it by h, which is the vertical height. Once again, it's that time to have a go at some Maths Genie exam questions. Have a go, pause the video, and unpause. So, in our first question, it says a cylinder has a radius of 5 cm and a height of 12 cm. We are asked to work out the volume of the cylinder and to leave our answer in terms of pi. As it says give your answers in terms of pi, this question would probably be on a non-calculator paper, but you may get it on a calculator paper. So, first we use the equation pi r squared times height equals volume, and we sub our values in. So we do pi times 5 squared times 12 equals the volume. So we do 25 pi times 12 equals the volume to get 300 pi centimeters cubed. And we leave it in terms of pi, so we write 300 pi. In our second question, it says the cylinder has a diameter of 9 centimeters and a height of 11 centimeters. We're asked to work out the volume of the cylinder and to give your answer correct to one decimal place. So here, we would have to use the calculator to get to one decimal place. However, we're given the diameter of the cylinder and not the radius. So first, let's convert our diameter into the radius. As we know, the radius is half of the diameter, so it equals 4.5 centimeters. And then we sub it into the equation. So we do pi times 4.5 squared times 11 equals the volume, which is 222.75 pi equals the volume, which in normal numbers to one decimal place is 699.8 centimeters cubed. And make sure you say it's the one decimal place and you're working out. So our final answer is 699.8. Now it's time to work out the surface area of a cylinder. You will also need to know this equation, which is 2 pi r times height plus 2 pi r squared. However, if you can't remember it in your exam and you're confused, this is how you can remember it and work it out using the shapes. So, if we have a cylinder and we put it in its net form, stretched out flat across the table, you would see the curved round bit of the cylinder is a rectangle which has just been curved, and it's got a circle at the bottom and a circle at the top, like we have in this diagram here. So, you would have your two circles, which you have your radiuses, and the area of a circle is pi r squared, and this is where we get our 2 pi r squared. However, you may be confused where we get our 2 pi r from, and this is why. The reason we have 2 pi r as the length of the net is because it shows in the real form it is a circle, and it would be the diameter of the circle. And the diameter of the circle is pi diameter, but you can also rewrite pi diameter as 2 pi r, because 2 radiuses equal a diameter. So, you could write pi diameter times height, but write 2 pi r, because you'll be given the radius in your questions more often. So this is where we get the equation of 2 pi r times the height plus 2 pi r. Now it's time to have a go at some cylinder surface area questions. Have a go, pause the video, and unpause when you've done. So, in our first question, it says a solid cylinder has a radius of 4 cm and a height of 10.5 cm. We are asked to work out the total surface area of the cylinder and to give your answer correct to one decimal place. So here, we have to use a calculator. So, we write down the equation of 2 pi r times height plus 2 pi r squared equals surface area, and we sub our values in. So 2 pi times 4 times 10.5 plus 2 pi times 4 squared equals our total surface area, which gives us, to one decimal place, 364.4 centimeters squared, as we are working with surface area. So our final answer is 364.4. In our second question, it says a solid cylinder has a diameter of 7 centimeters and a height of 15 centimeters. Work out the total surface area of the cylinder and give your answer correct to 3 significant figures. Here, with significant figures, it can be non-calc or calc, but it's probably calculated here. So, first we need to make our diameter into our radius, so simply divide by 2, so we get 3.5 centimeters, and then we sub it into the equation. So we write 2 pi times 3.5 times 15 plus 2 pi times 3.5 squared equals our total surface area, and then we round to 3 significant figures, which would be 407 centimeters squared. So we write as our final answer 407. It's now time to have a go at probably some of the hardest exam questions you'll be asked on cylinders. Have a go, pause the video and unpause when you've done. So, in our first question, it says a solid cylinder is cut into half to form a semi-cylinder with a radius of 20 centimeters and a length of 75 centimeters. We're asked to work out the volume of the semi-cylinder and to give your answer correct to 3 significant figures. So, as it is half a cylinder, we simply divide pi r squared by 2, as the length of the cylinder is still the same, but we've got half a circle on each side. So we write pi r squared divided by 2 times height equals our volume. And we sub our numbers in, so pi times 20 squared divided by 2 times 75 equals our volume, which equals 47,100 centimeters cubed. So our final answer is 47,100. Now, in part B of the question, we are asked to work out the total surface area of our semi-cylinder and to give your answer correct to 3 significant figures. First, we need to look at our semi-cylinder and realise what surfaces we're adding up. We can see we've got 2 semicircles, half the curve of a normal cylinder, and the big rectangle on top. So let's rewrite our equation for surface area. We can see it's pi r times height, which is half our curve around the bottom, plus pi r squared, because 2 semicircles equal a normal circle, and then plus the big rectangle on the top. And this all sums to our surface area. So we write pi times 20 times 70 plus pi times 20 squared plus 75 times 40. Because if our radius is 20, our diameter is 40, and then we do base times height of a normal rectangle. And this, to 3 significant figures, is 8,970 centimeters squared. So our final answer is 8,970. In our second question, it says the diagram shows a cylindrical tank, and the tank has a top and a bottom. 5 of these tanks are going to be painted, and each tank has a diameter of 40 centimeters and a height of 1.8 meters. Each pot of paint can cover 4 meters squared. How many pots of paint are going to be needed to paint 5 tanks? So for this question, it wants us to use the surface area equation, as we've seen how many can be painted around, not inside. So, we'd use our surface area equation, but we've got to convert all our units to the same unit, as we've got 1 in meters or 1 in centimeters. So let's convert our centimeters into meters, as the question asks predominantly in meters. So we convert our diameter to our radius as well, so it'd be 0.2 meters, because that's 20 centimeters. And now we can work it out. So we use our surface area equation of 2 pi r times height plus 2 pi r squared, and we sub our numbers in, so 2 pi times 0.2 times 1.8 plus 2 pi times 0.2 squared equals our total surface area, which to 3 decimal places is 2.513. Make sure you put the dots, because that means it keeps carrying on, which the number does. So, for the total area of 5 tanks, we do 5 times this number, which gets us to 12.566 carrying on. Now, we divide 12.566 make sure you've said you've rounded this to 3 decimal places. And when divided by 4, because each pot of paint can cover 4 meters squared. And this gets us to 3.14. So, they will need 4 pots, as 3 pots wouldn't be enough, because we've gone slightly over 3. So our final answer would just be 4, because you need more than 3, because it's 3.14. So we've got to use 4. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of today's lesson. And I did say it was that easy. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one.